Hello, guys. Hope you all are doing well. Uh, this is the second part of my story of my life, the journey of my life. Uh, I was last episode, last part, I was talking about my obligation to the missions and the condition, the difference between local interpreters and also Cat 1, which was green card holder interpreters. They were getting $500 per day, and we were getting $700 a month, $700 a month, and they were doing inside job, inside wire, and we were doing risky missions and all the risky stuff. So it was unfair. And I know the companies, American companies like MEP and IMS, they made tons of money by humiliating, by misusing us. I mean, they were getting from from DD Department of Defense. They were getting like 3,000, 4,000 US dollar for each interpreters they were providing, and then on the ground they were paying $700, $700 a month. So it was they were paying us $700 a month, and the rest of money were going back to their pocket. That was one of the tiniest, the one of the smallest fact that what really happened during these 20 years, what really made these 20 years effort useless. Yeah, then when the Alpha Platoon, the 10 Mountain Division, they left the theater, I started working with next unit, and with Intel unit we were doing night raids and also Intel patrol and Intel missions, and very very risky missions, because we had to, prior to the operation, we had to go to area, check the area, and make provide the informations for the troops that they were involved in the mission. And then I worked with also with intelligence teams that were interrogating the Taliban detainees, Al Qaeda detainees, and I was providing interpretations, and also in several times I provided very very solid informations about enemy activity that saved American lives, especially during when 10 Mountain Division got in Kandahar. I advised Todd Dust that he should provide us interpreters with ICOM or the radio frequency receiver, that we could track and listen to the Taliban's or to enemy radio traffic. So that way we could know what they're planning, or what they do. We could listen to their conversations, and it was my idea that later many cases happened, like interpreters who were tracking the Taliban's, who were listening to Taliban. They were hitting, they were on patrol, and they were hitting in some cases. The entire platoon were hitting to Taliban ambush trap, and the interpreter were hearing, listening to the Taliban's radio frequency, and he noticed that they are heading toward the trap, and the Taliban are around there and preparing to ambush them. So I mean, American lives were saved on this way. So. But after like a year till 2012, I was working. I used to work with different units of U.S. Army, and after that I left, actually, and 2000. I was still, dedicated to the. I was still, dedicated to missions to goals of OEF, and but actually I was not, sure about that success of, about the mission success, because in 2009 when I left army, when I saw the corruptions and these double standards there, I was kind of sure that this mission wouldn't work. This government will collapse, will not last, because it was created, it was based on falsehood, on corruptions, and on sectarial stuff, and yeah, when I left my job as combat interpreter, I was still trying to, if I was getting any information about enemy activity, I was trying to pass it to somehow to coalition force. And on 2000, it was 2013 or 14 that I slowly changed my mind about entire U.S. government policy, not only about OEF, but about U.S. government policies. After the U.S. CIA rule of creation ISIS in Syria and Iraq, I watched a video from a U.S. retired general, Vince Clark, I think. I'll put his interview in my description, and he said that we had planned to attack 7 countries and to solve the problems with these 7 countries. It was Iraq, it was Libya, it was Afghanistan, it was Iran, and some other country. I don't remember exactly the list of countries. He said that we were supposed to attack and to overthrow these regimes, do regime change. So and also Snowden, during when he released the 30,000 of secret NSA documents, there was about 900,000 page about Operation Hornet Nest. It was a creation of ISIS in Iraq and in Syria, and in order to overthrow Bashar Assad government, and also then destabilize. I mean, to divide Syria into 3 tiny, small countries like Gulf countries, and also then Iraq were also was supposed to be divided into 3 countries, and then Iran, then it was going all Afghanistan, then all the way to Russia and China border. So like CIA created Al-Qaeda and misused Al-Qaeda to attack Iraq and Afghanistan and Libya and many other countries. They were using this excuse also. When I read this and I saw a lot of proof, a lot of evidence, I have a screenshot of Jake Sullivan. What is it? I don't know. I don't know how exactly can pronounce his name. The security advisor, national security advisor of Biden, Jake Sullivan, I think his name is. I have his screenshot from his long time ago when he had conversation through email. He wrote that Al-Qaeda AQ is on our side in Syria. I still have a screenshot of his email. So, and I have many other evidence. Many other evidence and prove that CIA rule on supporting and creation ISIS and supporting ISIS in Syria and in Iraq. After seeing this, I will make more video. It will not be. I'll just try to simplify this video, this part. But I will put more content, make more content about this, about the destructive policy of U.S. government toward the region, toward the Asian country, toward Middle East, and yeah, in 2014, then I start slowly change my mind about U.S. Capitalism policies and about OEF goals, and we have seen. I was getting sure that this government will collapse. I was getting 100% sure. Therefore, 2014 to 2016. I was trying to leave Afghanistan 2014, but 2000 I did not get a chance. In 2016, I left Afghanistan, and we have seen on 2009, 2020, yeah, 21, 2021, the government, the entire mission was failed, and there was a total shame, a total chaos, a total disgrace for American and for U.S. government, that they left Afghanistan in the middle of night. They fled Afghanistan in the middle of night with all their equipments, leaving their equipments behind, and they lost the battle. The NATO, the 43 country armies left. I mean, they lost the battle against a couple motorcycle riders. The B-52 lost the battle, lost the war against several thousand caver motorcycle riders that had nothing but AK and RPG and yellow jack IEDs. So it was a disgraceful for U.S. government. It was a shame for America and American and for NATO. And I mean, I expected that sooner or later it would happen, because the basement of entire OEF was based on weakness, based on corruption, on sectarial stuff, and on business. And it was the OEF was a business, nothing. It was a business for American giant company, and nothing more, and nothing more. It was a playground for CIA, false flag operations, for CIA political games, and nothing more. And we have seen that $2 trillion of U.S. government were wasted in Afghanistan, and the achievement is nothing. I say nothing. There is nothing. They achieved nothing except losing their face, losing the trust of people, losing their hegemony in people's mind. They did not have any other gain. And next video I will make more details about these 20 years missions, about every section about Afghan government, how they build Afghan government, and the structure of Afghan government, the establishment of Afghan government, and also how the CIA will cover the operation in Afghanistan, and American giant companies business in Afghanistan. And I will make more video about this. And you have to, I mean, I don't know if you are American, if you are European. Anyway, you should know what your government did with your taxes. I mean, they get your tax. You work all day, hardly. You work hard. At the end of the month, they cut some of your money, some of your own money. They cut it in the name of tax. And these money are supposed to be spent, supposed to be used for your interest. It's supposed to be used on infrastructure project of your country, but this money are getting wasted in other places which have nothing to do with you, which you get nothing from it, without any positive consequence for you, any positive results. So you should know this. You should know this. It's your right to know this. And I ask you to question your regime, your governments, your politician, what really happened in Afghanistan, why they failed, why thousands of your brothers and sisters' lives were wasted for nothing. What is their achievement? They sent thousands of soldiers there, and thousands got killed, and the thousands other got wounded. Thousands are back with PTSD problems, and many of veterans got performed suicide and lost their lives, and many other are dealing with difficult mental problems. And all this happened for what? What is the achievement of their sacrifices? You should ask your government. Don't believe their nonsense. Don't believe what fucking CNN says. Don't believe what fucking controlled media, controlled news corporation says. It is all controlled. Look, do a search about Robert Murdoch. I think his name is Robert Murdoch. He owns Fox series, CNBC, and many thousands other news channels or newspapers and news institute or magazines and stuff like that. These corporations are controlled by politicians. Don't believe their nonsenses. There are more stuff, more fact. The reality is more harder, more darker than these media are telling you. So please do search. Please read more about this. What really happened, and then knowing this stuff will help you to become aware of your politicians' business, of your politicians' future war business, and it will help you to not get fooled by them again. It will help you to save your your sons and daughter and brother and sisters from being used in another future war made by politician, and it will help you to save their lives, save your children's lives in future war. Because if people knew that this stuff that we know today, if they knew for like 20 years before, like majority of them will not let their son and daughter join this battle, this war business, and get killed. And so I will make in next video. I will make more I'll go more on more details about these about OEF, and also partly about Operation Iraqi Freedom. Also, I'm reading about that also. Doing investigation about these also a lot, because it's both same. These two missions are kind of exactly same to each other, with a lot of similarity. So we will see. We will see you. You will see me in next video. So have a nice day. Bye bye.